Hello, welcome back to Blair. Hey y'all, welcome back to Blair Bites. I'm your host, Blair, and here's our bite of the day. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Even though I'm going to be late posting this, don't yell. At least I mastered CapCut and it's not going to take me 4 hours like it did last time, okay? Shit. Also get a thrill from doing this maybe an hour or 2 hours ahead of time. I need to plan my episodes better. I need a printer, okay? And I'm poor. I'm poor. Just whatever. Okay. Today's episode is going to be about how I became a peaceful internet troll and what that really entails, because I feel like, most of you don't get it and you probably shouldn't understand.
I'm gonna be late posting.
Back in 2015, I downloaded this app called SoundCloud. If you guys don't know what SoundCloud is, it was the cooler version of Spotify because you can just really make beats and throw it on SoundCloud. Maybe you can do that on Spotify now. I don't know. I never got into Spotify because SoundCloud took me and just I loved it. I loved SoundCloud. My friend at the time was from Florida, and she showed me these two artists, T Mills and Blackbear. Well, I started listening to Blackbear, and I was going through some sad girl-ish, and honestly, it was because I was around sad girls a lot. No happy people. And college was stressful. It wasn't a good time for me, and I was working full-time and going to college full-time so I could live off campus. Don't recommend if you take forever to learn or study. If you take forever, excuse me, if you take forever to study like I do, because I do, what takes you an hour probably takes me 4. It's been like that since I got Rocky Mountain spotted fever in 4th grade. I don't know what to tell you. A tick bit me and it took away all my mental capabilities. My access to my deep lexicon and descriptive words are gone. Just deal with it, okay? I'm learning as we go here. That's why I'm speaking out loud, because speaking out loud is what helps you grow. And that's why we're here, okay? This is a safe space for me specifically. So if you don't want to be a safe space, toodaloo. This thing is pissing me off. I've got to hang it up. Where do I hang it? Here? Or here? Will you guys let me know? I'm serious. I want someone's opinion. You see how I'm sitting? You see how it's in the corner. I don't know. Here lies my dignity and my reputation. I don't know. Just bear with me. Started listening to Blackbear 2017. It was Dead Roses. I'm listening to Dead Roses. 2017, he drops Digital Drug Lord, and I'm going insane. This is my senior year of college. I was a 5th year. I'm infatuated with Blackbear. I'm going in on the scenes. I'm trolling a little bit online. I got a Twitter specifically for Blackbear. I remember I was working at my restaurant that I worked at that I loved. I was there for 2.5 years. I loved it there while I wasn't stressed and throwing up and dying from anxiety every single day. I really liked it there. And I was tweeting in between tables. I was that dedicated. I would tell my coworkers, I'm like, okay, like, don't let the bosses see me. And if they do come around, let them know that my stuff is taken care of. Because I was on top of my stuff. And I even let some of my tables know, like, yo, this is important right now. This man needs to be trending worldwide, which I helped this man as a troll. What you're doing is pretty much putting out anything that's going to bring the hashtag that you're putting up there, or the topic that you're Xing. I guess it's Xing now. To do it a lot of times, because that's what makes a topic trending, obviously. So you're naturally a troll. And I was trolling pretty peacefully. He likes sarcastic thing. He's a sarcastic kind of like, he's just a sarcastic guy, all right? I don't even know if we'd be friends in real life, but I know that I would love to be around him and hear his story. And, kind of see what and who he's surrounded by and where his brain goes. It's these dark moments. When you have those dark moments in your mind, where does your mind go and how do you break through to them? That's something that I really focus on because I've been lost before. I mean, for months at a time. Dare I say not this last year and a half, but before that, those 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, pretty lost. Pretty lost. And my mind went to sleep. That's how I made it through because I slept through it. I'm not even joking you. I don't know any other way that I got through it. It wasn't exercise. I couldn't exercise. It hurt everywhere. It's just, if I stayed awake, would I have been manic? I think it's a high possibility. It's all I'm going to say. I think it's a high possibility that I could have gone manic. We don't know how trauma affects the brain and stress affects the brain. It's not like a shot that you can just take and it just go away. And if there is, it's really not that great for you. You need to learn how to control that. And I know because I needed to learn how to control that myself. And the best way for me is immediate cold water or the deep breaths. And I want to show this to you guys because I have to use this method quite often because there's things that you will discover on the internet and people you discover and what they do on the internet that make you very sad. And that's all I'll say about that. What you do is you take deep breaths in 4, hold. Wait, I want to do out 8. In 4, hold 2, out 8. I like that. I do that maybe 10 times when I'm really panicking before I have an actual panic attack, and I can catch myself. Sometimes, I mean, the most I've had to go to prevent myself from a panic attack is, minimum 100 times. But I've prevented the panic attack and the nausea from doing that immediately. Immediately. And I wanted to share that with you here because as a troll, people tell you things and say things to you that you're like, and people will get you worked up, you'll get canceled. It's best to know breathing techniques for all that. The police don't come and arrest them. There's freedom of speech here. What can you do? You know what I mean? So back to the story. Stop. I was just reading more. I don't want to talk about why I freak out over this man. I guess it's like a trolling thing. That's what we're getting at here. Man, I went in. There was thousands of tweets. There's not thousands, but there was at least 1,000 tweets to this man. I trolled so hard at the specific times that he had asked that he now follows me on X. Yeah. Whatever. Mission accomplished. But really, I wanted to direct some of his music videos. I have ideas, but maybe not. Maybe not. I go to his concert at this point in 2018. I ended up being a music manager for a little bit for my friend and old classmate who opened up for Blackbear, who opened up for T-Pain at Western Carolina, here in North Carolina. And it was a really fun experience. So I'm trolling for this man, and I was able to stop, but I noticed throughout the years, like since 2018, I guess it was 2019 really when I stopped tweeting him so much, I started getting really sick, and I also was training to go, I don't know, to be a warrior, if you will. Like that's still on my brain. Train to be a warrior. I need to learn more. I need to garden. I need to learn more about gardening and canning food. And also I want to learn how to fight. You know what I mean? I want people to look at me and fear me a little bit. Like, let me show you my teeth, my psycho-ass teeth, and I have 3 of them on. How about that? So I became a troll for this man I guess it really started in 2016 and it continued until 2022. I still troll for this man. Actually, it still continues to this day. So I've been trolling for a hot minute for Blackbear, and I have recently ventured into learning about because it's something that's a problem here in the United States of America, and as Americans we should all be concerned, especially if you're my age and you're thinking about getting married and having children. Why is that something adults aren't talking about more? I mean, I'm appalled. So I started trolling about that, and I noticed that I go from, if I'm wearing this, my boobs are out, I go from 200 to 1,000 views on certain days to 20 to 50 views. Shadow ban, basically, when I talk about. That's crazy. That's not okay for me. And I've also noticed I'll be on random Facebook groups and I'll see a monster get out on $20,000 bail. Meanwhile, there are Mary Jane people, dealers that are in there doing 25 to life. What are you doing? What's happening? Can we not? Can we please not? Can we? It's time, brother. United States of America, it is time. This is not very wild, wild west of us, and I'm not effing with the whatever we have going on. This is like emotional foo-foo stuff we have going on in America right now. I tell everyone we need to take the emotion out of it, unless it's a directed rage towards protecting children, because that's where we need to start, because it's a real issue. It's a real issue. Why is no one listening? Why does no one listen? It doesn't sell? This isn't about selling. This is about beating it into your head so you're realizing, like, oh, I need to protect that child a little bit better. Oh, like, I didn't realize that could be a problem one day. Yes, baby. Yes, that's going to be a problem. That could be a problem. I'm really passionate about that. I hope that you can tell. That's where internet trolling has led me. And it's not that I want to be a peaceful internet troll. It's not that. I can't help it now. I can't help it now. Oh no. Not that I want to be an internet troll. It's that I have to now. It's become some sort of twisted passion of mine, but I'm low-key funny with it. I'm low-key funny with it. If you go to Instagram, that's where I like to do most of my trolling. I'll just go ahead and give you guys the secrets. It's most of the news networks. I really don't F with Fox. I don't know. It gives me really bad vibes. I can't take that back. I just can't. They give me really bad vibes. Now, you will see me in Newsmax. You'll see me in CNN and Politico, in BBC. You'll see me in the Daily Beast. I will troll. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It just depends on the journalism and the person writing the article. Now, I go when I do more research, because I'm not going to sit here and fall for clickbait anymore. I'm not stupid. And I want to know how emotional you are at the. It's probably a lot. There are certain topics I can't die down on, and this is one of them. And this is why I have to troll online. So pretty much you're going to get that attitude. I'm coming for you. Like, what? Are you joking me? Peacefully. Peacefully. This is not a violent type of, unless you make me. You heard me. Now that I'm a peaceful internet troll, I've been trolling the White House, and my numbers are incredible. I'm using my phone right now, but maybe I'll stop it and show you guys my numbers. But last month, because I was trolling the White House, I've got nothing to lose. I've got nothing to lose at this point. I am everything that the news is talking about. I'm poor because I can't afford insurance. I can't live off of $40,000 to $65,000 a year. I couldn't do it 5 years ago. Can't do it today. And why would I sacrifice getting bossed around, like my peace of mind? When you have the freedom throughout your day to kind of do what your body needs it to do, that means eating good foods, gardening, doing what you would call around the house tasks, mowing the lawn, weed eating. I don't know. It's so good for you. They don't teach you this stuff in school. They don't teach you how good it is for you. Teachers get paid too much. College professors, the younger teachers, the come up teachers deserve more. I'm sorry, they do. They do. And I don't want any teacher hate on here. Please, I love you all. Just the college professors are crazy. I don't know. Like, it's a crazy amount. Wait, intermission, really quick. I'm running out of time on this, guys. Intermission. My tailbone kind of hurts. I'm not gonna lie. I had tailbone surgery a few weeks ago. It was like 5 months now. 6 months. Ooh, whatever. It feels like yesterday. My tailbone still kind of hurts, but nothing like it did. Nothing. I had a pilonidal cyst. This is not sponsored. I'm trying Super Much gummies. These are the passion gummies. These taste the best. It's actually so good. Take 2 gummies minimum. I'm about to take 4. Hopefully it doesn't make me passionate in a sexual way, because this is what they're kind of alleging it happened. What happened, but I'm also in a funky ass mood, so don't tell them that I took 6. That's gonna be bad. This is also the intermission. When it comes to being a peaceful troll, people just don't get it. And when my man gets it, he's probably gonna be in charge of editing. He's just gonna have to like deal with it. Wait, is this the episode? Yeah. Wait. I have notes. Let me make sure that I'm telling you guys the right thing. Alright, I told you how I got here. Look, can you believe it? I wrote some stuff down, and there is just a few things. How did I get here? We're gonna check that off. I got here because of Blackbear. Remember, started in 2015 on SoundCloud. It hasn't ended. Check. What is a peaceful internet troll? I'm not someone who's going to say, hey, opt out. I'm going to say, hey, oh, let me just wait. I'm really going to push your buttons. But I'm not going to say, hey, like, you ugly, unless you start with me first. You know what I mean? If you start with me and you're really coming for my appearance, I'm sorry, I'm going to come at you if we get into it. Please ignore those trolls. Check. Why do I continue now that I'm old? Oh my god, did I roast myself? Why do I continue being a peaceful internet troll now that I'm old? Yeah, now that I'm 30 and I do this, I'm actually just now kind of leaning into it. I'm just now feeling like I'm Blair. I've never gotten to be the Blair that I want to be. You know what I mean? Ever. I feel most confident, most comfortable when I'm alone, and everyone else is like, oh, I don't want to be alone. Listen, I need to learn how to be alone better. No blue screens, none of this. I need to learn how to sit and meditate within an hour. I swear I'm going to be able to be telepathic 100%. And then I'm going to be freaking out. I don't ever want to hang around humans. Sorry about that. I'm hanging out with the spiders in the corner of my room, which have been there since I moved in 3 months ago, and I've just left them. They're cute. Let's not talk about it. I'm in a spider thing right now. Okay, anyways. That's why I continue why I'm old. I'm really just leaning into it. I do believe that I might be an influencing kind of personalities. I got nothing to lose. Like I said, trolling the White House. Fuck it. Do I want a career? Kinda. But do I want it to work for someone else? Do I want a career to work for someone else? Fudge. No. No, I don't. I'm sassy as hell. I don't want to get fired. I don't want to have anxiety if I'm late. I want my coworkers to be like cool like me. I want cool tomboyish girls to work for me. You know what I mean? Does that piss people off? It honestly like scratches my brain. I'm sorry you can't understand good sounds and frequencies. You probably don't like gongs. It's just rude. All right, check. Continue now that I'm old. Where do I see this leading in the future? Well, like I said, I do believe that I probably have some type of influencing conversation. I would really like to have deeper conversations outside of me being a peaceful internet troll. We'll get there. But you guys need to know who you're working with, who your host is. That's me, Blair. Last question. Will I end up at the White House? I think I'm going to have to. I think that is where this is leading me ending up at the White House. I think that President Trump, Vice President Vance, I think Pam Bondi, I think that FBI Dan Bonzingo, I think that FBI Kash Patel would love to see my face, and I would love to see my demonstration, and I could be the commoner that communicates with the journalists who don't know how to do their job. And when Carolina's like giving her feedback, I'm gonna be like, hey, this is what you guys missed this week. No one's talking about it. We need you people on the fucking streets. Because why are journalists not on the streets anymore? Can we talk about that? Just 1 second. Why are journalists not on the streets? You know what I mean? Like back in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. I'm not that old. I was mid 90s when I was born. I identify with Gen Z, so fuck off. I just remember seeing them in the scene of crime. Like they were right there on the scene. They were chasing down crime. They were investigating things, and it's like someone flicked them in the nose and said, hey, you're not going to do that anymore. This is what you're going to talk about, and you're going to rage bait people. That's what has happened. I don't know when that happened because I wasn't watching the news until about until COVID. I really tuned in during COVID. I never watched the news before COVID. Interesting. But they caught my attention. And I'm learning a lot about this country. And I'm very interested in history. So, I mean, the same thing to do would be to get approved to go to the White House and then go talk to all the journalists and be like, yo, come with me. Let's go do a poll. Let's go do a poll. Who wants to opt out the pervs in the street? Because I know I do. You're dead, buddy. You're out. I mean, hunters should get from at least 1 a.m. until 7 a.m. every Saturday morning to hunt down all those people on the list. Someone has to say it. There's not a single American that disagrees with this unless they're a scary person, which is very possible. And I'm telling you, they be letting themselves, they'll let you know who they are. And it's wild that so many people don't clock into it. That's where we're at today. That's where we're at in this episode. I really kind of want to vlog next week, but I don't know what's going on. I have a funeral. I don't really want to vlog that. There's a fairy garden party going on today. Maybe I'll vlog a little bit of that, but I need to be working. I don't need to go to this. Oh! Ooh, mommy. And cinnamon. Okay, guys, that's all for this week. I'm gonna wait. I have to show you my outfit. This is from Forever 21, and I was like, it's not that bad. You know, I might wear it to this part, and I still might. It gets hot. It's still hot outside. I'm kind of just chilling. I have to like. Is that supposed to be the back? Just wear. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm wearing these shoes. Wait. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for episode 3 of Blair Bites. I hope that you understand what a peaceful troll is now. You'll see me in the comments. I'm doing numbers. Now you guys understand what a peaceful troll is. I'm doing numbers right now. Okay. Thanks for being here. My psycho ass is going to be late. Love you guys. Bye.